scope of work on the fixtures is a deep cleaning and alignment, a straightening of any problem parts, a repair of anything that we see, and then rewiring. So the first step was to take the large parts down in the basement to our wash area and wash everything thoroughly. You'll see on the frame there, the wings are, we don't have a before picture here to show you, but the wings are nice and bright now, and they were not before. And the strategy here that the church wanted to achieve was not to have these fixtures look with a high polish. Hypothesis here is that there was some antiquing done to these fixtures when they were new, because we can still see the paint, or it was done at some point. We don't know if it was when they were new, but there is a brown umber antiquing that was applied to them at some point. Kind of mixes in with the patina on the fixtures themselves. The darkening, yeah, a little bit of corrosion, a rust here and there. So what we did is we did a deep cleaning on them, but we didn't go as far as to strip them down to bare metal and replate them. That would have been something we'd want to do if we wanted to take it to a high polish. But it did brighten them up a lot. So this fixture is a combination of metals. Bands are steel, these uprights and the arms are steel, and then the castings are bronze. But it was all plated at some point. We think it was when it was new. It's all for fabric wiring. It's a combination of wires. You can see the wire types, but they're very brittle. They almost crack when you bend them. So we have a couple samples here for you. These are brand new sockets that we have patinaed down to something that roughly matches the brightest areas of the fixture. To daisy chain these, we're going to use what's called an SVT cord. And then up the chain, we're going to use a fabric cover cord. So cleaning, what do you say?
Cleaning. Wiring, it is going to take a lot. We used to do a lot of splices. You can see right here. So they kind of tape all the splices together. And they were tucked in here. So what we're going to do, we're going to daisy chain each one. What it means is take one wire. Let's say this is your starter. Go from this one to this one. And then on this one, you'll have two wires coming out for the other socket. One lead wire coming out for this light unit, and then we got another light unit, which is this, and that's going to be spliced. And then we got another light unit, which is
these lights.
Those lights.
They're lights in the chain itself. This one has not been, it's just been through an initial cleaning. So we put a clear coat on it to protect it so that 10, 15, 20 years from now it looks just like it does now. Otherwise the corrosion would continue to change color, etc. We just use a detergent, right? Like a dishwashing detergent, very mild. More elbow grease that you have to use than. It's a clear matte finish lacquer. One of the goals of the project was achieve a UL listing for the fixture, and we can't do that with exposed splices like this. This is another UL requirement. We can't have open links, even if they are rounded like that. So this will be used just where there were open links. They'll be finished to match. This approach that we're taking puts all the splices in an enclosure.
They're going to be going to see until we come out with a layer, and then that'll be a different color. That eliminates a lot of this.
Our goal is to do it within a month. I don't think, we've talked through it with the electrician already, and they've been very collaborative, so we feel pretty confident that it's going to go up without any problems. Things have been good. Usually, of a project, usually there's one or two that are broken off, etc. But no, we haven't found anything broken. Back in the day, they would melt an entire batch of glass in that color and do a run of pieces. To achieve the color, usually metals are used to get that color. The glassblowers we've talked to have said that they can't use those metals anymore, so they have to basically use color provided by, there's a handful of producers of coloring, the largest one being in Germany, and they feel like they can use a process to make them one by one. Several glassblowers located here in Chicago, and we work with another one in New York City, and one of them feels like they can recreate that color of glass. So we've got someone on deck for the ongoing project where we should be able to recreate the Vaseline glass